Today on Stewart-Cox Family News, California authorities shut down 100 miles of Interstate 80 on Friday as the biggest snowstorm of the season bore down on the Sierra Nevada. Leave a comment below, and now let's see the clip.
Right now at 11, stuck in the Sierra in the middle of a blizzard. This is new video from Donner Summit. Tonight, the situation growing more dire by the hour. People trapped in their cars for hours and the temperatures dropping. The CHP forced to shut down I-80. One driver says he was driving back to California from Reno with his dog when he pulled over just before 4 this evening.
Stuck in the storm till one of these on-ramps opened. Yeah, I was in first or second gear, 15 miles an hour, and I was losing traction, so I decided to pull over.
Here's some video for Highway 80 near 89. Shows the low visibility tonight. Look at that. You can barely see anything. All you see is sort of the road. Those warnings went out urging people to stay away from the blizzard conditions. Most heeded that warning, and the ones who didn't got the brunt of this historically bad weather.
It's going to go from bad to worse at this hour. That storm is intensifying with no break in sight. Here in the Bay Area, heavy rain and wind are stirring up trouble here as well. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Ranieri is tracking all of this for us. We'll get the latest from him in just a little bit. But first, let's get you caught up on the nightmare scenario playing out in the mountains right now. Long stretch of I-80 is closed, basically from Blue Canyon to the Nevada state line. And this is what it looked like.
Ooh.
Just kind of downright eerie. This is a live look at Donner Summit. Tremendous amount of snow near whiteout conditions. The CHP posted this update on social media late tonight.
Hey guys, CHP out here. So I just wanted to say thank you for your patience. We're trying to get this roadway open. As you can tell, a little bit of snowfall.
From where the closure begins in Placer County, you can see a lot of cars, trucks, big rigs just waiting. There's no ETA for when I-80 will reopen, and those trapped cars will be able to get off that mountain.
Now that closure went into effect earlier this evening, causing big headaches for a lot of people. Some people caught off guard by all the snow. In fact, a bus filled with nearly 60 people is heading back to Southern California after getting stuck in the Sierra. The driver says they were on I-80 trying to get to Reno when they were forced to stop.
Well, it's beautiful, but it's pretty crazy and it's pretty dangerous. I went from a blowout to now I am stuck at a gas station waiting for tires.
The driver tells us that she did not know about the storm and was not prepared to brave those elements.
Highway 50 is actually open right now, but of course, driving on it, discouraged. You see why. This is what it looked like around 7:30 tonight near Sierra Tahoe. You could see the ice-covered road as snow hits the windshield. Chain controls, of course, are in effect on 50, and people are being told to stay off the roadways. You don't need to be out. Just please stay home. And the UC Berkeley Sierra Snow Lab is closely monitoring the situation. Video from their surveillance cameras shows the snow whipping past the lens. Researchers say they lost power at around 7:30 tonight, but their generators are keeping their cameras and heaters running.
All right, let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Jeff Ranieri, who's also been closely monitoring the storm. Jeff, these are really, this is pretty historic and just downright dangerous for people to be out there.
It really is going to be critical over the next couple of hours. We're dealing with these brutal conditions, and right now this is a live look at the current radar scan, and we have wall-to-wall snow here happening over the Sierra on Interstate 80, also on Highway 50. Let's take it right up to where those drivers are stranded right there at Donner Summit. We have a wind chill of 13 degrees right now. That's at an elevation of 7,239 feet. Winds overall in the area, 25 to 50 gusts. Currently at the ridge tops, we're looking at 100+ miles per hour. So I'm sure CHP and all of the emergency crews that are in place are, monitoring this and figuring out if they need to go in and get people out and how they would do it, because we're still looking at quite a bit of snowfall here as we head through the next 24 hours. So this is the snow totals as we head into tomorrow. We're still looking at an additional 42 inches in Kingville, 39 Tahoe, 45 in Kirkwood, and snow tomorrow that could go down as low as Placerville and right there at Colfax, and more of those gusty winds, 60 to 100 miles per hour. Now by Sunday, not quite as much snow in a 24-hour period, but we still are looking at what could be 6, 7, 8 8 inches of snow for a lot of the locations. Kingville maybe another 12 inches. Now back here in the Bay Area, a different scenario here. We've got some scattered rain showing up on the Doppler radar. We've had some thunderstorms and some heavier pockets. It's moving off towards the east, going to pick up here in Hayward by 11:45. The other thing we do want to let you know about is a winter storm warning north of wine country in Lake County. I've got an update on that coming up in about 10 minutes.
Okay, well, a lot to talk about. Thank you, Jeff. And that rain that Jeff was telling us about is really creating trouble here in the Bay Area. This is a look at the PG&E outage map. It's a live look. We have some smaller outages now, but at one point, the storm had knocked out power to more than 23,000 customers in Rohnert Park. In San Francisco, oh, talk about this. That is a tree. Big tree came crashing down onto a car. 4 people were hurt there. And the problems are just beginning to pile up. NBC Bay Area's Pete Serratos joins us live from Walnut Creek. Pete, it is tough out there tonight.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's been a mixture of rain and winds here in downtown Walnut Creek pretty much all evening. It really picked up about a few minutes ago, but it is starting to taper off in this area. But really, it's just the beginning of what we're expecting to be wet weather across the Bay Area for the weekend. The latest storm is already leaving damage across the Bay Area, such as this large tree that came crashing down in San Francisco in the area of Golden Gate Avenue and Laguna Street, injuring 4 people. This video sent to us this evening from a viewer near Lexington Hills shows a landslide is taking out a section of this road. And near Saratoga, Caltrans announcing the closure of State Route 9 between Redwood Gulch and Sandboard Road due to an active slide. The strong winds and rain picking up this evening in Walnut Creek, leading to a less crowded downtown. But the weather isn't slowing down this family of 4 from getting some outdoor time for their little ones.
Well, it's rough to be staying at home, so might as well check out some restaurants and at least get these little ones fed.
However, it is causing a slow night for businesses like Massimo Ristorante, which will lose tens of thousands of dollars due to canceled reservations.
I think people were preparing for the storm and stopped making the reservations because of that. Didn't want to come out in the rain.
A spokesperson for PG&E says they are keeping a close eye on the weather conditions, which has already led to outages in the region. And with the possibility of more outages, it's important to stay prepared.
Have flashlights with fresh batteries instead of candles for safety reasons. This is also a good time to make sure your electronics are charged, things like your phone, tablet.
Now, that spokesperson also says they have activated, PG&E that is, has activated their emergency operations center. So that means all hands will be on deck 24/7 to respond to any outages. We're live here in Walnut Creek. Pete Serratos, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, Pete, thank you. Rain, snow, and yes, a tornado. The National Weather Service says a tornado was confirmed in Madera County today. They posted this video showing the tornado near a road. There have been reports of downed tree limbs at an elementary school, but thankfully no other damage.